Now, it is the 15th of April, 1746. Inverness is the last major stronghold of the Jacobite army. On the morning of the 15th, Prince Charles gets his men to line up just in front of where the red flags are, ready for battle. The government army is steadily approaching from the east. Now, bear in mind, Prince Charles has never ever been defeated. Every single battle or skirmish he has fought, he has won. So he's basically got it in his head that he is destined to destroy the government army. The men he's going to be using, however, are not really up to standards. These are men who have not eaten properly in 3 or 4 days, they've not slept properly in goodness knows how long, they're tired and hungry, their weaponry is not really up to standards, and supplies are dangerously low since the French haven't really been able to help them. Regardless, Charles is still determined to crush Cumberland's army, which is steadily approaching from the east. Battle is imminent. So, on the morning of the 15th of April, 1746, the Jacobites line up here ready to fight, and they wait! And they wait! And they wait! The government army have actually been camped at Nairn, 12 miles in that direction. The 15th of April is the Duke of Cumberland's 25th birthday. He is now the same age as his distant cousin Charles, and he has said, you know what, I don't fancy fighting today. So he and his men are going to take the day off. Extra rations and brandy are given out to all the troops. They are told to get well rested and have a merry time. The Jacobites, meanwhile, have been standing out on this moor in the snow for hours, waiting for an enemy to show up. When Charles hears that the government army are camped at Nairn, he hatches a plan. His idea is to get the entire Jacobite army to sneak to Nairn, take the government army by surprise while they're intoxicated, thus destroying Cumberland's men. This we call the Night March. If this march worked, we probably would not have had the Battle of Culloden. Immediately, there were problems. The line of trees on the other side of the field were not here. You could actually see all the way down to the Moray Firth. And in the Firth, the government had 2 large ships spying the moor. They knew the Jacobites were here, they could see the bonfires. So if they saw any torchlights moving, they could alert the government forces. So they were going to have to go cross country in the dark. Perfect terrain for the Highlanders. For everyone else, not quite. They also could not use the stars to navigate because, like today, it was extremely cloudy, it was snowing, it was bitterly cold. Remember, these men are tired and have not eaten properly, so they're marching on hungry stomachs. The rear of the Jacobites, which was mostly made up of the French soldiers, could not keep up with the front, which were mostly made of Highlanders, so the Highlanders had to slow down, and the guides they chose got lost. They hoped to be at Nairn by around 3 o'clock. As daylight was breaking, the Jacobites were 4 miles away. 10 or so miles into their 12-mile march, the Jacobite commanders realised they were not going to make it to Nairn in time. So what they do? They got the entire Jacobite army to turn around and march 10 miles back to Culloden Moor, marching 20 miles for absolutely nothing. This was the last straw for many of the men, who started to drift off to find something to eat or somewhere to sleep. So the already reduced army was now even more reduced. At around 5 o'clock in the morning, Cumberland and his men woke up and began to march towards Culloden Moor. When the Jacobites learnt that the government army were approaching, many, the prince included, had literally just got to sleep and were now getting ready for a big pitched battle.